So what is going on, everybody? It's your boy J Crew Day, and welcome back to some more NBA 2K19 My League rebuilds. We're here today with the Phoenix Suns, and if you guys can't already tell by the title, we are going to be doing a what if Julius Randle signs with the Suns rebuild right now. If you guys didn't know, there is a rumor going around saying that Julius Randle and the Suns both have mutual interest in one another, and it would be a great fit for the Suns because they don't really have a power forward in mind. They haven't had a good power forward since like PJ Tucker was playing there, so that would be a great pickup for them. They're more in, like, the most important thing for the Suns right now is to find a decent point guard. They have players like Eli Okabo and D'Anthony Milton, but it's just not enough. They need a guard that can help out Devin Booker, take the ball out of his hands, and he can maybe come off some screens and stuff like that. So they have the 6th pick this year. There were some rumors as well that they were going to pick up Lonzo Ball in a trade for that 6th pick, but I think those fizzled out. And they're also talking about even trading that draft pick for a veteran guard. We'll have to just wait and see when it comes to the draft night. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it, man. You guys see the salary cap for the Suns. We got Devin Booker locked up, but the main guy right now is Tyler Johnson. He does have that player option for 19 mil. He's only averaging 9 points a game with 5 assists, so I mean, he's not the best. He's definitely not worth 19 mil. So we're gonna have to just hope that he doesn't, take that player option. TJ Warren's another guy that's still on the fence for me. But right now, Tyler Johnson is our main priority to get rid of. You guys already know, we're going to go through the draft here. First time ever, Zion actually goes to the Pelicans in one of these rebuilds. That's good to see, though. Hopefully, Ja Morant does go to Memphis here with the 2nd pick. And of course, RJ Barrett goes number 2. It's okay. It's whatever the CPU thinks. The Knicks, they pick up DeAndre Hunter, so Ja Morant's actually dropping to 4th. Actually, no. The Lakers pick up Nassir Little. We have a chance to get never mind. The Cavs pick him up. That's leaving one other player that I can only think of. Now, it was between Kobe White and Darius Garland. We ended up picking up Darius Garland just because there are rumors of him being picked up by them, or maybe even Jarrett Culver. We'll have to just wait and see. We also pick up Naz Reid with a late 2nd round pick here as well from LSU. 6'10 center, 256, gonna be a beast. So Tyler Johnson did end up taking that player option. So what we decided to do was just throw him away. We don't need that. We don't need that money on the books. Like I said, he averaged 9 points a game, 5 assists. 27 years of age. Hasn't really shown any promise in the future. So we're gonna trade him here to the Bucks for a 1st round pick. Now in free agency, the only thing we really did was bring in this fella, Julius Randle, on a 4-year deal worth 100.79 mil. Definitely somebody it's gonna be interesting. He's definitely gonna be a great fit for us. He can get to the rim at any point. He averaged 16 points a game with 7.7 rebounds. Great stats for him. That would be great for us. We also added in a veteran center in JaVale McGee. We added him on a 2-year deal with the team option as well, worth 21 mil. Now JaVale McGee is gonna be probably coming off the bench for DeAndre Ayton. He averaged 12 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Definitely a great addition there. We get another rim protector coming off the bench. Someone like a Tyson Chandler when he was here at one point. Then we also picked up Pau Gasol just to back up maybe any of our bigs. We just needed another big to add to that rotation. We signed Pau on a 1-year deal worth 7 mil. He averaged 8 points a game with 5 rebounds and 2 blocks. So pretty good stats. We got 2 shot blockers added to the team. This is going to be our player progression here. DeAndre Ayton goes up 4. Who else? Miles Bridges goes up 4. Not Miles. That's Mikal. My bad. Josh Jackson goes up 2. Darius Garland stays the same. D'Anthony Melton goes up 3. 3 for Eli Okabo. And then Naz Reid. So, this is going to be the lineup heading into things. The rookie is going to start at point for us this year, Darius Garland. Then we got D-Book, TJ Warren, Julius Randle, and DeAndre Ayton. Already that's looking like a pretty good starting 5, so I'm not too mad about that. Then we got Mikal Bridges, JaVale McGee, Josh Jackson, Pau Gasol, and that's going to be the roster, man. Oh, we also have D'Anthony Milton. So let's head into the trade deadline here. We're currently the #1 seed in the Western Conference after just 1 move in picking up Julius Randle. So this is already looking promising for the team right now. Stats right now, Devin Booker's averaging 18 points a game with 5 assists, 1 steal as well. Pretty good for him. DeAndre Ayton with 15 or 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks. Julius with 14 a game and 7 rebounds, pretty much the same as last year. Darius Garland in his first year, he's averaging 11 points, 4.8 assists, and 1.5 steals. Not bad for a rookie. And then we got the other guys here who doing the things. MVP goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo here in year #1. Then there's Ja Morant, who wins Rookie of the Year in Cleveland. Surprisingly, that made that work with Colin Sexton, but oh wow. I just brought this guy up. Colin Sexton, 6th man of the year. So I guess that's what happened. They put him off the bench. Mark out folks, wins most improved, and then Mike Budenholzer of the Bucks wins coach of the year. The only player we had for awards here, all rookie second team, Darius Garland, made it. Of course, you guys already saw him, averaging 12 points a game, 4 assists and 1.4 steals. Great job for him. Definitely a bright spot for our future, along with D-Book. It's going to be a deadly backcourt. Heading into the playoffs, so we are #1 seed, and we're facing the Portland Trail Blazers here in round 1, who added in Mr. Carmelo himself. Hoodie Melo is on the Blazers. He averaged 11 points a game for them. They actually signed him to a 2-year deal, so this might be his last time, playing for any team at this point. They also had players like Tony Parker, who actually just retired as I'm talking about him. Zach Collins, Rodney Hood, everybody pretty much who is on the team at the moment. Should be an easy win though. They only won 41 games. They were 500 on the season. I'm not too scared of these guys at all. So we're going to simulate the round here as we beat them in 5 games. Heading on to face the New Orleans Pelicans, who actually, bro, this team has made a major improvement. Kadeem Allen, not even something special. I don't even know why I brought this guy up. I just maybe didn't know who that was. Lou Williams, they signed him in free agency. Actually, he got traded from the Clippers. He's averaging 14 points a game in these playoffs. They also added Chris Middleton from the Bucks, who is surprisingly were still doing good. But I guess maybe Giannis is just a beast alone. Then they got, of course, Zion Williamson here, who's averaging 20 points in these playoffs at the moment, with 9 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2.2 blocks. This guy's gonna break the game next year, bro. If he's as good as everybody says, 2K, please be wary that everybody's using Zion Williamson, bro. That's going to be a deadly card, especially in like my team or something like that. But game 1 here, we end up losing by a lot. 22 for D-Book, 25 and 11 for Anthony Davis, and 22 and 9, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks for Zion, the stat sheet stuffer. We end up taking that L. It's okay. We move on to game number 2 here as we take another L. DeAndre Ayton with 23 and 12, 3 steals and 2 blocks. Not enough there. D-Book with 18. Lou Williams on the other side with 20 points there in 29 minutes. We can't go down 3-0, bro. Come on. We go down 3-0. Like, come on, bro. Like, how? I mean, I know how, because Anthony Davis and Zion together is deadly, but still. Julius Randle with 23 and 6, 21 and 9 for DeAndre Ayton. Don't get swept as we at least win a game there. Zion with 28, 7 and 5. 1 steal, 1 block, 23 and 11 for Anthony Davis, and 21 and 8 for Middleton. This team is really good. Like, I'm really taking it in. This team is deadly, and I'm surprised we even got a game now that I think about it. Middleton, Zion Williamson, and Anthony Davis all on the same team. That is dirty. It's 3-1 here as we end up winning that one, forcing it to game 6 here. 22 for D-Book with 5 assists, 24 and 9 for Chris Middleton. We still have a chance. We're going to simcast this here on the road. We are taking the lead early as we actually do it, and we force game 7 here in the second round. D-Book with a low scoring game, but we still end up winning. 16 points for him. Middleton for 23. Game 7, we're going to simcast this one. We are at home. Home court advantage, the #1 seed for a reason. Come on, guys. Ah, man, it's not looking good. Oh, we're right there with it. 2-point game. I should have jumped in here. I should have jumped in. Jeez, we lost by 2 points to the Pelicans here. That's unfortunate, man. I mean, the sky's the limit at this point. We were the #1 seed, made it to the second round. The year before, the Suns were a lottery team, so I'm not mad about it at all. Zion with 21 and 9 with 6 assists and 3 steals, 3 blocks. That's insane, man. Zion's a beast. We're going to simulate the playoffs here, see who wins, and it's going to be the Warriors, who were actually a 3 seed, or no, I don't even know what seed they were. But Steph Curry wins his first Finals MVP, 34 points a game. We're moving on to the next season here, man, as we draft Aaron Wiggins and Cassius Stanley. This guy's going to be a beast. I don't know much about Aaron Wiggins, but I know Cassius Stanley is a monster. We have a lot of pending options here for our young players. We're going to bring everybody back, of course. And in free agency, we were trying to get a point guard. We were in need of a backup point guard or even a starting point guard. And Fred VanVleet, Darren Collison, they all declined, just basically slapping us in the face. So we didn't really make any changes. We're going to start Darius Garland here as well in year number 2. Mikal Bridges is now our 6th man with Josh Jackson, JaVale McGee. And we picked up Yogi Ferrell. That's really it. That was our backup point guard that we ended up grabbing. D'Anthony Melton and Eli Okafor is definitely going to one day come up, but we'll just have to wait and see for that. Now the Suns, in year number 2, we end with the 7th seed. This is a major drop-off from a team that's pretty much identical. It's kind of weird that we fell this low. You know, whatever. We got to just deal with the teams get better, players get better. We're not the only team in the league, right? So TJ Warren right now, instead of re-signing him, we ended up trading him and Yogi Ferrell to the Toronto Raptors for Serge Ibaka and OG Anunoby here. I think it's a great pickup for us because TJ Warren, I mean, he's more of an ISO kind of player, and adding a player like Serge Ibaka is going to be great for us off the bench. And same with OG Anunoby. It's going to be really good for our bench there. Now we got, you know, space for Julius Randle to do more work. We don't have as much scores on the floor, and all we did there was sign Eli Okafor to another extension. Heading into our awards this year, James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year, DeJounte Murray, 6th man in Atlanta. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year, still in New Orleans there. Isaiah Whitehead, Most Improved. And then Mike D'Antoni with Coach of the Year. So, looking at our stats at the end of the season, DeAndre Ayton and D-Book both with 17 a game. Solid stats for them. 11 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton, along with 1.2 steals and 1.6 blocks. Devin Booker was 17 and 5. Julius Randle with 14 and 7. Darius Garland improving year by year with 12 points and 5 assists. Great year for Serge Ibaka as well, averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds per game with 1.3 blocks. So, bro, that trade seemed to work out for us. We definitely had to make a change since we were a 7th seed. We only ended with the 6th seed, but we are still in the playoffs. That's all that matters. We are facing the Utah Jazz here in round number 1, who have not really changed much, except for Bobby Portis, Zubac, and Willie Hernangomez here, man. They got a lot of bigs added to the lineup. Nothing too, you know, menacing. I'm not really scared of them at all. So we're going to go game by game, though. We got to give them respect because they are a 3rd seed. As Donovan Mitchell comes at us with 23 in the first one, winning it. Julius Randle with a great game, 26 and 4. 21 for D-Book with 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Great job for us. I mean, we did end up losing, but great stats otherwise. We go down 2-0 here. Donovan Mitchell going off with 35 and 5 assists. Bobby Portis off the bench with 26 points. That's not a good sign, bro. We can handle Donovan Mitchell, but if players like Bobby Portis are snapping on us, something's wrong, man. Like, we had 3 players 20 plus. Like, I don't know how we even lost that one as we go down 3-0. Bro, we lost in the first round. I really, like, how do we lose in the first round again? Or not again, but like, we can't be losing this early, man. This team is really built to win. Like, I don't understand how we lost. The Rockets win the championship. James Harden finals MVP. As we move on to year number 3 in a hurry here, we still have a lot of pending options for our young guys again. It's JaVale McGee. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to decline because this guy wants a grand total of 11 mil, so we're gonna leave him alone. Maybe we can even pick him up on a cheaper deal. Got a lot of guys sending qualifier offers too. We got Josh Jackson, Naz Reid, OG, and D'Anthony Melton here. Hopefully we get all those guys back. And what we also decided to do was bring in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope on a 2-year deal worth 16 mil. KCP is a great shooter, great lockdown defender. Was playing in LA before this. And, you know, it's a great addition. It's a great shooting guard off the bench for us. That's all we really needed. And now we have our player progressions. Ayton and Booker both 92 and 91 overalls. Darius Garland went up 5 this summer, so he's definitely going to have a big year. 7 for Cassius Stanley. I told you guys already, this guy is nasty, bro. I should play some clips just to show you guys. OG Anunoby goes up 1, 2 for Okafor, 3 for Reed, 3 for Wiggins. Things are looking good. Our development is up. The lineup is the same, except for the fact that Josh Jackson is now starting at the 3 spot. First year without TJ Warren. Hopefully now we have our chemistry together and we can, you know, move on this. We got Serge coming off the bench with KCP added, OG Anunoby, and Eli Okafor. So things are looking up for us as we finish at the trade deadline with the 2nd seed. We're just behind the Rockets at the moment. They're definitely killing it, 3 games ahead of us. These guys have Jalen Horde added from Wake Forest. 2nd round pick starting for them. First year actually playing minutes. They also have Cameron Lard here from Iowa State, undrafted, averaging 8 points a game. Clint Capella, Josh Sharma. A lot of names I don't really know. I think it's just Harden, Capella, and Chris Paul that's really doing anything over there. Now, this is an important offseason because DeAndre Ayton, I don't believe we can offer him a qualifying offer, or we might be able to, and he's got to make a choice. Hopefully we can match it. Right now, we're going to bring back Serge Ibaka here. We're going to extend his contract, I think, 2 years with a team option just in case, because he is getting up there in age. Other than that, though, we are moving on here to the end of the season as James Harden wins MVP. Anthony Edwards wins Rookie of the Year in Sacramento. DeJounte Murray, Sixth Man of the Year in Atlanta, back-to-back years. AD back-to-back Defensive Player. Cole Anthony Most Improved. And Rick Carlisle, who's now the coach of the Atlanta Hawks, wins Coach of the Year with 61 wins. Looking at the stats, Devin Booker with 18 points a game. DeAndre Ayton with 17 and 11. Another great season for him with 2.1 blocks. Darius Garland up in scoring with 16 points, 4 assists. Josh Jackson with 11 miles. Mikal Bridges with 11. Randle's low with that 10-point mark. But I think with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton getting better, it's only just going to stunt his growth a little bit more. So we are in the playoffs. That's all that matters. We are facing the New Orleans Pelicans, who actually beat us in the second round of our first season. So they now have Demetrius Jackson here out of Notre Dame starting at point for these guys. He played, I think, in like Philly at one point. Still have Chris Middleton, Zion, and Anthony Davis. They now have Cedi Osman off the bench, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, Theo Maledon, John Lure. Solid team, bro. I think with Zion alone, this team is just like pretty much a glitch. They won game 1 here, 23-6 with 4 steals for Darius Garland, 21-9 for Ayton. As Zion only scored 17 points and they still end up winning. I don't understand it. I don't know what to do at this point. I'm kind of stressed out. Game number 2, we actually tied up there, finally getting a dub against these guys. Darius Garland, another 22-point performance, 21-7 for D-Book and 20 for Julius Randle there. Double-double for Ayton as well. As Zion and the big three is doing what they do. Surprisingly, we got the dub here. Both AD and Zion with 22 and 10. Game number 3, crucial, as we end up losing that one. That one stings a bit. 26-8, 6-5 and 5 for Anthony Davis. Absolutely beasting on us right now. 23 and 16 for Zion. 19 and 8 for DeAndre Ayton with 15 and 12 for Julius. Those aren't the numbers we need, man. We need to do a lot better. We need D-Book to drop like 30 a game. We're down 3-1 against this team again. This time we're in the first round here, as Zion seems to be too much for us at this point, man. D-Book is having a bad series, 6 of 18 shooting, 2 of 10 from deep. As we end up losing in the first round, back-to-back years, we lose in the first round. And it's the damn Pelicans who beat us twice within 3 years. And they're going to actually lose in the second round. And it's going to be the Atlanta Hawks who beat the Rockets in the NBA Finals here. John Collins, Finals MVP. What a story for those Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, I guess, is still there. I'm actually curious to see what this team is made of. Let me just take a look real quick at what the team was like. I got Montrezl Harrell, Trae Young, Cameron Reddish, Bol, John Collins, Jimmy Butler, DeJounte Murray, Huerter. This team is nice. I mean, surprisingly nice. Like Bol, Trae Young. That's a good young team for the future. Pending options this year, we're going to bring back Darius Garland, Cassius Stanley, and Aaron Wiggins, of course. Darius Garland already at an 88. I think the Suns might want to take a look at a point guard for sure this year with that 6th pick. But like I said before, at the trade deadline before, DeAndre Ayton, this is his last year. We got to send him a qualifying offer with 16 mil. Definitely want to sign him for a 5-year deal. He averaged 17 and 11. But what actually ended up happening was DeAndre Ayton, for some reason, signed the qualifying offer, and he turned down our 5-year max. We gave him a 5-year supermax worth $139 million, bro. Like, we wanted him to be the face of the franchise, but I guess he may have other plans, bro. It's kind of sad. We ended up re-signing Josh Jackson here to a 2-year deal worth 25 mil, and as well as Mikal Bridges worth 39.7 mil. So we got our 2 combo guards back. Not combo guards. We got our 2 wings back. We also signed Bismack Biyombo on a 1-year deal worth 4.2 mil. He averaged 6 points a game, 6 rebounds, and a block wherever he was at last season. This is going to be the last season, bro. I'm tired of this. We lost 3 times already in the playoffs. Mikal Bridges is now starting at the 3 for a season, 87 overall. Then we got Serge Ibaka as 6th man, Josh Jackson as 7th. KCP, Cassius Stanley finally in the starting rotation, and that's going to be it, man. Hopefully this team can bring us further than we've ever been. We are number 1 on NBA.com. 2K Sports, I don't even regard these guys as anything, as we're 13th there. And then we're 5th for Mark Spears. So the power rankings have us doing really good, and we are actually doing really good as we are the 2nd seed at the trade deadline, just behind the Rockets once again. The Lakers are right behind us as well. Now DeAndre Ayton, once again ineligible this year to re-sign, but at least we can bring back D-Book. So we're gonna extend D-Book for sure. We gotta bring back Devin Booker, bro. He's the face of the franchise. As you guys can see, they both averaged 20. Oh no, that was Darius Garland who averaged 20 with Devin Booker there. Both with 5 assists and 7 assists for Darius Garland. DeAndre Ayton with 18 points, 12 rebounds. Definitely coming into his own at only 24 years of age. Averaging 2 blocks as well. Julius Randle with 13. I think there's too much scoring going on for Julius to really succeed here. But hopefully he's just still a threat for us, and hopefully people are still taking him serious on the court. A lot of great scoring for everybody. We had like 5 guys 10 plus points per game, which is crazy to see. As James Harden wins back-to-back MVPs, LaMelo Ball wins Rookie of the Year. Let's go LaMelo Ball, bro. Shouts out to him. Colin Sexton, 6th Man of the Year once again in Cleveland. Rudy Gobert wins Defensive Player of the Year with 2.3 blocks. And Darius Garland, let's go. Most Improved Player of the Year. 20 points a game, 7 assists, 1.8 steals. And he shot 46% from 3. Great job for Darius Garland here. Really happy. That's a bright spot for the Suns. Hopefully we can make a run in these playoffs, man. We are the 3rd seed again, facing a different team for once. We were facing the Denver Nuggets here, who actually acquired Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a trade last season. He averaged 10 points a game. I mean, I'm not really scared of him. I was just concerned. I was really just surprised that did they trade Jamal Murray for him? They have Jalen Smith as well from Maryland. Let me just see if Jamal Murray's still here. That's really what I want, what I'm curious about, because oh no, he's still there. What the hell? And they have Brandon Ingram. What the hell happened, bro? Ingram actually signed with the Clippers at one point, and then he came to Denver in the next free agency. So he signed a 1-year deal with the Clippers, and now he's here averaging 11 points per game. Gallinari's still here. Bro, this Denver team is pretty solid, man. Drew Holiday, I mean, this is like 4 years later, but definitely a good team here. We win game 1, 34-7 with 3 steals for Darius Garland. Finally putting in work. Most Improved for a reason as we come out with a huge dub there. Great job. He's leading us. D-Book with only 12 points, man. We really got to step it up with him. Michael Porter with 24 and 8 on the other side. Game number 2. We end up winning that one. Finally, we were on the right track. Julius Randle with 29.6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Darius Garland with 20 and 11. DeAndre Ayton with 20 and 9, and D-Book with 10 points, bro. I don't understand. I'm not gonna talk about Devin Booker. This show is the Darius Garland show, as we end up losing that one. Jokic with 26, 11 and 8 with 4 steals, 22 for Gallinari in that one. As Ayton with 19, bro. D-Book, what is up? What's going on? Come on, game 4. We end up losing. They tie it up here. Michael Porter with 16 and 12. How do we lose to it? Oh yeah, because we had 16 as well. Or 18. Bro. There we go. We finally won another one here. D-Book with 30. Where have you been this whole time? Finally showing us what he can do. That's what we need from you. As Mikal Bridges with 22 as well. 33, 10, and 8 for Jokic with 2 steals and a block. Come on, close this series out, man. We got to make the second round. Oh my god, they forced game 7, bro. Gary Harris with 21. 28 for Darius Garland, 28 for D-Book. How are we losing? Game 7 at home. Please close it out. As we do exactly that. Randle with 26 in that one, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Darius Garland with 19, 20 for Jalen Smith, and 20 for Michael Porter. Look who it is, man. The freaking Pelicans. I'm not surprised. These guys are a kryptonite, bro. I literally have no hope. Get ready to click off this video because it's almost over. I'm guaranteeing we're losing to these guys, man. Zion is a 94 at 22. He's averaging 21 a game in the playoffs with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I really can't stand this guy. I think I got the next rebuild. I'm not making one where I have to face the Pelicans, bro. I'm not doing it. Because this guy, especially with AD, that's too much. And Chris Middleton, like, their bench is trash. Alright, you know what? We got to go in with confidence here. Game 1, we end up losing. I maybe shouldn't have said anything. Middleton with 24 and 28, 5, 2, and 2 for Zion. 18 and 15 for AD, bro. Josh Jackson with 20. Like, this is... I don't know what Devin Booker's doing, bro, but he needs to step it up. Big time. We go down 2-0. This is just painful to watch. I already edited this, and I'm still disgusted at what's going on here. Garland with 21. D-Book with a double-double. Ayton with a double-double. There we go. We finally get a win. 30 points, 15 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton. D-Book with 26. And 20 and 12 for Darius Garland here. Great performance from the big three. That's what we need from them. Julius Randle as well with 20 and 12 with 8 assists. Can we do that every game? Maybe. Zion still at 32, 10, 7, and 3. 80 with 29 and 12. But we still won. That's all that matters. Heading into game number 4 here. And we actually tie it up finally. 29 for Darius Garland with 6 rebounds, 7 assists. 25 for Mikal Bridges in that one. D-Book with 18. Maybe I should make this the Darius Garland rebuild, bro, for the Suns. Because low-key, he's snapping for us. 29 and 10 for Zion Williamson. 21 for Devin Dotson. Bro, how did we let Devin Dotson drop 21? How? Bro, we go down 3-2, man. Please. I'm begging you, man. Do not let these damn Pelicans beat us again. This will be 3 times in a row. Not in a row, but 3 times within 4 years. Please, guys. We're going to simcast this one. Game 6. At home. There's no reason we should lose as we win the game. Horse in game 7. Julius Randle with 22 and 7. 19 for Darius Garland. 27 and 11. We kept Zion to a low scoring game. 17 is low scoring for him. Game 7, bro, as we end up losing by 10. I don't know what else to say, man. That's going to be it. I'm done with these Suns. I think every Suns rebuild I've done, it's just been a miserable fail. Like, every time. D-Book, maybe he isn't built for the future, bro. He's not built like this. Zion, 29 and 8. AD with 22 and 6. Let's see who's going to the finals, bro. Watch. Hawks and Rockets once again. And the Hawks winning game 7, bro. I don't know, man. Bowl, finals MVP. The man's 23 years of age. I don't know, man. That's going to be it, though. Take a look at the lineup. In the end, D-Book and Ayton, they both develop. I mean, 94 and 93. Darius Garland's surprise of the whole rebuild, 91 overall. Julius Randle as a Sun. The final verdict is mediocre. I mean, he doesn't really do much for us at all. He just, you know, he does his little scoring and rebounding, but it's nothing worth 4 years, 100 mil for sure. So, if you guys think that the Suns are gonna pick him up, this is what you have to enjoy. You know, a young team that just underachieves every year. But hope you guys enjoyed, though. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below on what you want to see next. Hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that noti bell. And I will see y'all in the next one.
Nigga turned 24. I had put up in the ghost. Lamborghini Centenaro LP 700. You ain't know. I had seen so many come. I done seen so many go. Pistol packing, then I started trapping, then I started rapping, then I blow.